RiverBender.com's coverage of tonight's game brought to you by Tom Lane State Farm, your good neighbor agent in the Riverbend. Moore's Home Improvement, quality products and service since 1962. The Woodlands Golf Club, the best greens in the Alton area. St. Peter's True Value Hardware and Rentals, start right, start here. Gerard Fisher American Family Insurance, all your protection under one roof. The Medicine Shop in Wood River, caring beyond prescriptions. Eagle Windows and Siding, when integrity counts. And by Meridian Bank, large enough to serve all your banking needs, small enough to care about you.
Right-handed pitcher, right-handed batter. Wheat is ready again. Hentrick the stretch again. Brings it home. Swinging a fly ball deep to left. He may have gotten enough of it. It is deep, and it is gone for Ian Wheat. A 3-run home run. The pitch was up and in, and he sent it over the boards.
Boy, this has got to be just a tough loss for them to take, considering they had the game well in hand into the 6th inning here.
4-3 the final score, and Marquette ends the year at 17-7. Roxana now 15-14, and they will go to the Greenville sectional coming up next, and we'll see how the Shells do next. Now the batter is Hentrick, takes on the outside corner, strike one. 2 on, 1 out. Marquette with another run here in the 5th. 1 in the 1st, 1 in the 4th, 1 here in the 5th. 3-0 over the Shells. There's a line drive, and it's foul down the line and left. 0-2 the count.
Hard hit ball there that would have easily scored 1 run. It falls in just foul.
Fenewald in relief of Dively for Roxana. The stretch and the pitch. Breaking ball, and he shoots one to left, but right at Jackson, makes the catch. Travis gets it back in. 2 outs.
For a 2nd inning in a row, Hentrick flies out to left. He did a good job of waiting on that breaking ball. Fenewald might have gotten away with one there. He got a little too much of the plate on that 0-2 pitch. But he was able to get away with it and record the 2nd out of the inning.
2 on, 2 out. Stephen Busher at the plate. Throw one in the dirt. He's going to swing. Here's the pitch. He swings. Pops it foul into left field. Rust giving chase. But it's out of play outside the fence down there in left field.
If that one would have been headed for the old eyeballs, you think he would have swung then?
Yes. And the dirt. Inside, outside.
And that one was at his shoe tops.
Looping swing, and he popped it foul. 2 on, 2 out here in the 5th. Kratchmer with 2 RBIs. File with the other RBI. 3 runs in the game. Breaking ball strike. Now Wheat gunning down to second behind the runner, but safe there.
Good looking breaking pitch there from Fenewald. Caught the outside corner. Marquette DH now looking at an 0-2 count. You think he'll be swinging now?
I don't know. It's not the first pitch
I was going
anymore.
to say, it's the first pitch is gone, so.
There's one in the dirt. Ball 1. Marquette with runners at first and second here. 2 strikes and a ball to Busher. 2 on and 2 out. Fenewald ready again. Brings it in again. Swing and a fly ball into short right. Right fielder coming on, calling for it, and he has it. Turner in short right field makes the grab. Marquette tacks on another run. 1 run, 2 hits, 2 left on base. We've played 5 innings at Gordon Moore Park. Marquette now over Roxana 3-0. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Do you want to earn interest and still have easy access to your money? Meridian Bank offers 4 interest-bearing accounts: Money Market, Meridian Star, Now Account, and Super Now Account. Choose the account that fits your financial needs. Rates vary based on the account and balance. Stop by and ask for details. The smart way to financial success is at Meridian Bank on West 3rd Street in downtown Alton. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lenders.
Thinking about doing some home improvement? The time has never been better than right now thanks to Eagle Home Improvement. We can handle all your remodeling needs, including windows, siding, sunrooms, roofs, decks, and so much more. Right now, save 33% on Eagle Board energy efficient siding. Save 25% on Eagle Series Gold Collection windows. Save 10% on sunroofs and 15% on the project of your choice. We even offer financing for all your remodeling needs. Call Eagle Home Improvement today for a free in-home estimate. 618-259-2500.
With Louis Korak, Brent Birkeland back with you here. 6th inning now. Just 2 innings to go, and the Shells still being shut out. 3-0 now, though, the Explorers, and they're out hitting Roxana 6-2.
Tacked on a couple of runs here in the last 2 innings to give Thomas Hendrick a couple more runs to work with. And the way things are going right now, unless the Shells can rally late here, Marquette's going to be moving on with a regional championship in hand. 3-0. The way Hendrick's throwing the ball, that might be enough for him to seal a victory here. But 6 big outs yet to go.
Pitch is high for a ball. Ball 1 to Trey Ham. Well, if you get a chance, check out RiverBender.com. They might have some audio mixed with Louis' expert analysis on the internet.
Those won't get very many hits, and who knows, they might just get scratched off the web.
RiverBender.com. They're out here in full force today, so check them out later in the weekend. They might have some highlights for you on the web. Ham, Dively, and Jackson due up. Turner, too, if anybody gets on.
They need to have a section on there called Birkeland Bites.
There's a foul down in the left field corner.
Picture of a mean bulldog's body with your face on it. Birkeland Bites, you know.
I got you.
Little high school snippets of yours, you know.
Snippets. 2-2 the count. Hendrick to Ham. Pitch on the way. Over his head, ball 3.
Well, the Shells have 2, 3, 4 here. If they're going to do anything, they've got the heart of their order up now. This is the time to do it.
Full count now to Ham. 3-2 pitch. Fouled back. Do it again.
Ham's probably looking forward to doing something here. He's been a strikeout victim. 0 for 2 in the first and the third.
Ham hanging over the plate. Right-handed batter. Open stance. And he flies one into left. Left fielder going back, still going back, right down the line, and he misplayed it. It's going to land near the track as he reached up over his shoulder, and he kept drifting back, thought he was under it, drifted back some more, and Roxana with a runner at second, nobody out.
I don't know if Angleton, he just didn't seem like he took a good route to that ball. He'd take a couple of steps, look in, take a couple of more steps, look in again. I don't know if he realized how close or how far away from the fence he was. He almost approached that like he was real close to the fence, and he still had a couple of more steps to go and just did not get there.
Well, I didn't think it was going to carry that far either. Maybe
I didn't either.
The wind grabbed it maybe a little, and it was near the track when it hit the turf, and that's a double for Ham. I mean, the third hit.
It definitely looked like a catchable ball. He just didn't get there. The wind is whipping a little bit towards left center field, so maybe it did help carry it a little bit. But
there's a tap first base side foul, and 1-1 the count to Dively here.
Well, he represents the tying run now. This is Roxana's best chance, really, since they loaded the bases in the second inning. They haven't had a whole lot since. They've only had, prior to that double, only 2 base runners reach base, and both of them reached on errors.
Leadoff men on for 3 innings in a row for the Shells. There's a foul off to the left and out of play. But that second inning was a big one. 2 on and 1 out, and then they had the bases loaded with 2 outs. And Arbuthnot flew out to right field to end the inning. Left 3 on in that inning. They've left 4 in the game. Some double plays for Marquette. For Roxana, 2. There's a ground ball under the glove of Dom. Into left field it goes. That's a base hit. Dively went the other way, just like he did in the first inning. He's 2 for 3.
Actually, I stand corrected. I said Dively represented the tying run. That is not correct. Now we have the tying run up to the plate. Travis Jackson, and you're absolutely right. Dively goes the other way. That was a 1-2 pitch. Takes it the other way and scoots just by Dom. Arbuthnot holding Ham up at third base. Runners at first and third, nobody out. I would assume Dively's going to try to steal a base here, quite possibly to stay out of this double play.
There's a base hit. Jackson singles in a run. Ham will score. Jackson shoots one to left. 3-1. The Shells are on the board.
Well, that pitch was up, and I've seen enough of Hendricks' games this year to know that this is about the time that he starts to labor. I don't know what it is, whether his pitch count is up or down. He seems to go through 4 or 5 innings with relative ease. He gets into the 6th inning, his balls start to stay up a little bit, and that ball there was up, and Jackson made no mistake and pounced on that delivery, shot one out to left field. The Shells are on the board. Tying runs are on base.
Well, finally, Roxana scoring a run and 3 hits in a row. Gives them 5 in the game. They only had 2 hits in the first 5 innings. Now they have 3 in a row here in the 6th. Jackson with RBI number 20 on the season.
He had been 0 for 2 prior to that, so and it looks like Marquette's getting the bullpen loose. I can't see who's down there.
Left-handed batter here, Turner. Drew Moore loosening in the left field pen and pitches high, ball 1 to Turner.
Hendricks still has a little pop on that fastball yet, as seen on that delivery there, but he doesn't have quite the movement in the late innings on some of those breaking balls as he does early in the game.
There's a strike outside corner, and now it's 1 ball, 1 strike.
Mike Arbuthnot not happy with that call.
One ball, 1 strike. Two on and nobody out. Hentrick the stretch and the pitch. Ground ball slowly hit to short. Dom has it, flips to second, out there. And that's the only out, first out of the inning. 1st and 3rd for the Shells.
Well, the Explorers are able to get 1 runner. Ball hit too slowly for a double play there. Tying runs are still on. Got a 1st and 3rd, 1 out now. Wheat to the plate. And you can almost rest assured he's going to be looking for a first pitch to swing at here. He typically does as well.
Courtesy runner. Actually a pinch runner in Drew Brumley. Coming in at first, and Marquette head coach Greg DeCourcy headed to the mound here before Ian Wheat digs in and steps in. Wheat, 275 on the year, 21 RBIs. That's 2nd on the team, and Coach Mike Arbuthnot will talk to Wheat and come over and talk to his assistant coach Mark Briggs, too. It's 1st and 3rd here, 2 on, 1 out. In a 3-1 game.
Well, they're probably talking on the mound about the fact that Wheat likes to go after that first pitch as well. Maybe we don't want to get the ball too close to that strike zone on that first pitch. Make him go after something that he's not comfortable swinging at.
And he likes the fastball, and we'll see how that goes. If it's off speed or a fastball here in the 6th inning. Shells get on the board here in the 6th. 3-1 Marquette. Winner goes to the sectional round. Sectional semifinals Wednesday. Wheat digs in, gets ready here. Marquette looks for the double play ball. Shells looking for another run. Throw over to third, runner back.
Don't want to make a mistake there. If you're going to do that, you need to be careful. Make sure you follow through and get the ball over to the bag. Don't want to throw one away and give away a gift run.
Here's the pitch, and it's upstairs in his eyes. Ball one.
He kept that one out of the strike zone, and Wheat stayed away from it.
Shells in their 29th game of the year. Marquette their 24th game of the year. Breaking ball, swing and a miss.
Pulled the string on him there, and off-speed delivery down. Wheat swings over top of the pitch.
Here comes another 1-1 pitch. Is grounded foul, third base side. 1-2.
Hendricks got him set up for the strikeout here, and Wheat is a strikeout candidate. He struck out his last time up. He's also hit by a pitch. Hendrick can use a strikeout here. Don't be surprised if the runner's in motion here at first base. He might be going.
Brumley bluffs but does not go. Pitches outside for a ball, and it's 2-2 now with Fenewald waiting on deck, but Wheat, the big hitter in the inning, with one out.
Ooh, didn't miss by much there. It's a good spot. If you're going to miss, it's a good spot to miss. Right off the edge of the plate.
2-2 delivery is chopped foul, third base side again. Hendrick the pitcher, Wheat the batter here in the 6th inning of this regional championship game. Right-handed pitcher, right-handed batter. Wheat is ready again. Hendrick the stretch again. Brings it home. Swinging a fly ball deep to left. He may have gotten enough of it. It is deep, and it is gone for Ian Wheat. A 3-run home run. The pitch was up and in, and he sent it over the boards.
That's where Hendrick has made his mistakes in this inning, and again, that was another pitch that was up, and Wheat wasted no time in going after that high fastball, and that was a no-doubter there. That one cleared the St. Anthony's Health Center clock out there. All Angleton could do, he drifted a few steps back, but no way of catching up to that one. What a big, big hit for the Shells there. Clears the bases and puts Roxana on top here, 4-3.
And 4 hits in the inning. Again, they only had 2 hits in the first 5 innings. And the Shells are in the lead, 4-3. The pitch to Fenewald inside, ball one.
Well, the thing you have to be careful now if you're Hendrick is you have to wipe that out of your mind. It's a devastating blow at the time, yes, but it's only 4-3. It's only the 6th inning. You still have outs to get. You have a job to do. You can't afford to make any mistakes now. Roxana definitely has the momentum with this big 4-run inning. You have to limit the damage here and give your offense a chance to go back in and get it going with the bats themselves.
In the last 2 innings, Roxana has hit into double plays. 2 double plays for each team. There's a 4-pitch walk after the home run. Fenewald to first base.
Well, Greg DeCourcy's made 1 visit to the mound, and this might be it for Hendrick. I don't know how much longer he can keep him in. And here comes the veteran head coach, and I think he's going to make the move here.
Roxana with 4 runs, 6 hits. Each team with 6 hits in the game, and 4-3 in favor of the Roxana Shells. After the 3-run home run, as head coach Greg DeCourcy will go with Drew Moore now, second pitcher of the day for Marquette. 2 pitchers used by each team. The Shells are in the lead right now, 6th inning. And a big 4-run 6th inning so far for the Shells. Back in a moment, you're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Take a look at the latest J.D. Power and Associates insurance certifications for customer satisfaction. Know what each certified agency has in common?
Each is with American Family Insurance.
In fact, American Family Agencies are the first agencies certified by J.D. Power and Associates.
According to our policyholders, our agents deliver an outstanding customer experience.
American Family Insurance.
All your protection
under one roof.
Call me, Gerard Fisher, at 466-7062 or stop by 3014 Godfrey Road.
Marquette with a pitching change here in the top of the 6th inning. And Moore comes into the game here. It's a 4-run 6th for the Shells, who had no runs, 2 hits. They had nothing going at all until Ham started it with a double to deep left, and Dively with a single to left, Jackson with an RBI single to left, and Wheat cleared him off with a 3-run home run.
Shell's offense is definitely fired up and woke up here in the 6th inning and just in the nick of time to give their team a lead. Now Moore is brought in to limit this damage, keep that extra run from coming in, trying to keep this a 1-run game going into the bottom of the 6th.
Michael Rust, the batter here. Right-handed batter, throw over to first, and the runner back. Looks like Zach Perez running again at first. Moore brings it in. Swing and a 1-hopper to short. Dahm will step on the bag himself. Throw to first for the double play. 3 innings in a row. The Explorers have had double plays, but not before. Roxana puts a 4 on the board. 4 runs on 4 hits for the Shells. We're in the middle of the 6th. It's now Roxana 4, Marquette 3. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
St. Peter's True Value Hardware has great bargains. Here are just a few. A Quickie 24-inch Super Bulldozer push broom is now only $7.99 and comes with a 7-year warranty. Energy prices are on the rise. Buy a West Point 13-watt compact fluorescent mini bulb for just $1.99 each, less $1 mail-in rebate. And keep the dirt out with a weather-resistant doormat. Your choice, half round or rectangular, now only $6.99. Bargains are always at St. Peter's True Value Hardware on State Street in North Alton. Start right, start here.
Drew Finnewald back to the mound for the Roxana Shells, who lead now for the first time today. A 4-run 6th inning. Now we go to the bottom of the 6th, and Marquette needs a run to tie the game back up.
Finnewald walked into the dugout last inning. Not the pitcher of record. All of a sudden he is now. He's in the spotlight here.
Angleton, File, and Crutcher due up. 5 left on for Marquette. Again, Roxana has turned 2 double plays, too. There's a strike, and it is 0-2 here to the lefty, Angleton.
You're right. The home plate umpire's been rather generous today. Both sides barking about the calls.
There's a shot that rolls to the second baseman, Ham, and he flips to first out there on an 0-2 pitch. 1 up, 1 down.
Let's see if you did your homework. When's the last time these teams won regional titles?
I'm not sure.
You know what?
You got me.
Me neither. I was hoping you'd tell me. I was just trying to subtly
feed me, yes.
I was trying to pry into that one. Because whatever you said, I was just going to agree with you, whether you were right or wrong.
I know. RBI triple for File last time up. And he's up here with nobody on and 1 out.
And he wasn't even originally in the starting lineup today.
There's a foul ball, 1-1. And he's been on base twice. A 3-2 walk, 3-2 count, and he walked back in the second. Then the RBI triple in the fourth with 2 outs. Breaking ball low in the dirt. From Fenewald. Yesterday, Roxana using Rust for 8 innings. Today, it's Dively and Fenewald. Pitch low for a ball. 3-1. For Marquette, they used Busher against Gillespie on Wednesday. Today, they use Hendrick. And now Drew Moore. This one inside off the plate, and it is ball 4.
Not the way you want to put the tying run on base. But File is on base for the 3rd time now. A pair of walks and an RBI triple. Crutcher to the plate, 0 for 2. Struck out in the second, grounded out in the fourth.
Throw over to first and bounces in, and the runner's going to think about taking second, but after 4 or 5 steps, he'll come back to first base.
That's the danger you put yourself in when you fool with those runners on base, but actually it wasn't a bad idea. If Fenewald gets that ball on a fly to Dively, I think they have the runner because he was leaning the one way, but it was a bad throw in the dirt.
Brings it home and a strike at the knees. 0-1 the count. This is the number 8 hitter, Crutcher. 0 for 2, strikeout, ground out. Eggering on deck. Low and away for a ball. 1 on, 1 out. We are in the bottom of the 6th. Top of the 6th, the big one for the Shells, 4 runs to take a 4-3 lead. Fenewald brings another one home. A chopper towards second. Ham flips to second. Out there. On to first. Out there. Another double play. 4-6-3 for the Shells. Each team now with 3 double plays in the game. After 6, Roxana 4, Marquette 3. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Looking for that perfect place to host a reception, rehearsal dinner, or other special event? The Woodlands Banquet Facility is the perfect solution. The elegant dining room offers a spectacular view of the course, full amenities, and can accommodate up to 250 guests. Call today for more information or to reserve your date. And don't forget to check out our special winter golf rates. Mention you saw this ad on RiverBender.com and receive an additional $5 off your greens fees.
With Louis Korak, Brent Birkland back with you here. 7th inning rolls around at 3 o'clock. You're in tune to WBGZ Alton here on this sunny Saturday afternoon. And Marquette had things going all their way, and a couple of innings had to settle for just 1 run instead of more. And they led 3-0 going to the 6th, but the Shells with a 4-run 6th, and they've changed the game around.
Surprise, surprise. These two teams are playing down to the wire again. They've done so twice in 2 previous meetings. This one's going to go right down to the wire as well.
First game in early April, Roxana won 3-1. Then in late April, Marquette winning 4-3. And that's where we are here, 4-3, but it's Roxana over Marquette. 7th inning now.
The Shells won on this field.
Marquette winning across the road. Diamond number 8. There's a strike to Pfeiffer, 1-1.
So I should correct myself again when I said both teams won on the other's field.
Here's the next. Swing and a line drive by Pfeiffer. Hooking. Foul. Deep into left. Pfeiffer puts a charge into it. Ham did the same thing to start the 6th. A couple of little guys putting some muscle in it.
That ball hung on the inner edge of the plate as well. Got out just a little bit in front of that one. Didn't go foul by much. Would have been certainly extra bases for the number 9 hitter, Pfeiffer. Instead, it's a long strike.
Swing and a miss down in the dirt, and they'll throw to first to complete the strikeout for Drew Moore.
Pitch running low and away, and after that last swing that Pfeiffer took, his eyes got big, and he thought he was going to get another fat pitch up there in the zone that he could drive, and Moore was not about to give him another one there. That's his first strikeout since relieving Thomas Hendrick.
Outside corner, strike to Arbuthnot. He's 0 for 3. Including a flyout with the bases loaded back in the 2nd inning. 7th inning now. It's 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Top of the 7th. And it's high, 2-1. "90-minute ball game so far. Pitch on the way. Strike on the outside edge again, 2-2. Drew Moore to Aaron Arbuthnot. Swing and a miss. Down in the dirt again. Throw to first. Strikeout again.
Another pitch in the dirt. Moore gets back-to-back strikeouts here on pitches out of the zone. Gets Arbuthnot to chase that one. That ball also around his shoe tops. Low and inside. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 7th.
There's a foul ball past third base.
And here's the guy that started that big inning for Roxana in the 6th.
After striking out twice, hit one deep to left, and Angleton couldn't get it. Over but low for a ball here. It's 1-1. 3 hits in a row. Ham, Dively, Jackson. They had a run finally, and then 1 out later. A big fly to left. There's a ball. It's 2-1 now to Trey Ham. Wheat now 3 homers on the year, 24 RBIs. There's a pop-up, and the Shell's going to go down 1, 2, 3. Right fielder there. File grabs it in short right field. 1, 2, 3 for Roxana. Bottom of the 7th coming up at Gordon Moore Park. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Morse Home Improvement since 1962.
Did you know that Morse Home Improvement has been remodeling homes since 1962?
What does that mean to me?
Listen, experience matters. That means that you get a company with a proven track record and expert work done at fair prices. The fact that they've been around since Kennedy was president means that you can rest assured that you're getting the best in home improvement.
For your free estimate, call Morse Home Improvement today at 46-50505.
State Farm serves over 75 million auto, fire, life, and health policies in North America. And in the Riverbend area, Tom Lane is the newest face of State Farm. With 10 years' experience, a highly trained staff, and a good neighbor attitude, he provides his customers with exceptional knowledge and service. Call 377-8912 or visit them on the web at tomlaneagency.net today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 7th inning now. Louis Korak and Brent Birkeland back with you here. Marquette and Roxana. Shells lead 4-3 over the Explorers here in the 7th. After the big 6th inning for Roxana, now we see if Marquette can rally back and tie the game or win it.
Well, for 5 innings, they had things going their way and comfortable 3-0 lead. Now the Explorers' season's down to their final 3 outs. They need at least 1 to prolong this game. The 2 runs will get the job done, and they will have Eggering Schwartz and Dahm, and if anybody gets on, Kretschmer against Drew Fenewald.
Fenewald brings the first one in low, ball one. Bottom of the 7th inning now. Fenewald brings another, and it's a strike. It's now 1-1.
Fenewald's probably going to have to rely on his defense here. He doesn't overpower any of these batters. Shell's defense needs to be on their toes.
Low for a ball. Eggering walked, and his spot scored a run back in the 5th inning. Two balls and a strike, and the next. Swing and a shot toward third. Rust reaches to his left, grabs it, throws across for out number 1.
Hard hit ball. One hop smash, and Rust is able to corral it. Big first out for Fenewald. 2 outs to go for the Shells. They're starting to smell a trip to Greenville, but 2 big outs left, and Fenewald's got quite a job to do. He's got the top of the order now for the Explorers, and Schwartz and Dahm, next 2 hitters, have half the Explorer hits here today. Schwartz has 2 of them. He's 2 for 3.
Schwartz at the plate, and he takes low, ball 1. Fenewald came in back in the 4th inning. Allowed a run in the 5th inning. Dively allowed 2 runs while he was in there. Ball 2, low and away.
Want to make these guys hit their way on. Really don't want to afford any walk. Can't really afford any walks here, especially when any base runners now would represent the tying run.
One hopper to Rust, and he's there again, throwing across again. 2 outs.
Big out there for Fenewald, boy. Schwartz had the advantage, and he knows it, boy. He snaps his hands down as he rounds first base. He had a 2-0 count. He beat that one hopper right into the ground, and Rust has had a couple of easy charity hops, but he'll take those any day when he can turn those into outs, and the Explorers are down to their final out. Derek Dahm will try to keep this thing going and get Kretschmer to the plate.
Low in the dirt, ball 1. Marquette led 3-0 in the 6th inning. Shells with a 4-run 6th inning. And that's where we are here in the 7th inning. 4-3, Roxana. Regional Championship Saturday here in this Class 2A Marquette Baseball Regional. There's a strike. It's 1-1 now to Derek Dahm.
Gets that one over the outside corner to even up the count.
Fenewald looks in. 1 ball, 1 strike. This one's high. 2-1 now. Again, Kretschmer on deck. 2 RBIs today for him, 1 for File. Marquette and Roxana battling to the end. 2 outs in the 7th. 2-1 pitch. Swing, a little pop-up on the infield. First baseman wants it, has it, and the Shells win this Class 2A Regional Championship at Gordon Moore Park. 4-3 the final score. Roxana celebrating up the first base line. Back with the postgame in a moment. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
RiverBender.com's coverage of tonight's game brought to you by Tom Lane State Farm, your good neighbor agent in the Riverbend. Moore's Home Improvement, quality products and service since 1962. The Woodlands Golf Club, the best greens in the Alton area. St. Peter's True Value Hardware and Rentals, start right, start here. Gerard Fisher American Family Insurance, all your protection under one roof. The Medicine Shop in Wood River, caring beyond prescriptions. Eagle Windows and Siding, when integrity counts. And by Meridian Bank, large enough to serve all your banking needs, small enough to care about you.
With Louis Korak, Brent Berkland back with you. The Roxana Shells win this regional championship today. Class 2A baseball regional title, 4-3, and come from behind fashion with that 4-run 6th inning, 4-3 over Marquette.
It wasn't the most ideal way to attack this game offensively, but I guess one inning is all that it takes, and it was a 3-run game going into the 6th. The Shells made the most of their opportunities in the one inning that they had. The big blow coming from the 3-run clout by Wheat. He hit that ball a ton, and there was no doubt about it, and it put the Shells up on top. Fenewald came in and did a good job in relief of Dively. He held the fort. He gets the win. Roxana's going to move on. They're going to go to Greenville. Marquette, boy, this has got to be just a tough loss for them to take, considering they had the game well in hand into the 6th inning here.
4-3 the final score, and Marquette ends the year at 17-7. Roxana now 15-14, and they will go to the Greenville sectional coming up next, and we'll see how the Shells do next week. That's going to wrap up our coverage for today. More baseball and softball next week, of course, here on Z1570, though. Thanks to our engineer, Brian Hennigan, today, and to all of our sponsors all spring long. For my partner, Louis Korak, this is Brent Berkland. Again, our final regional champs, Roxana in 2A baseball, 4-3 over Marquette. So long, everybody.